Hey everybody, this is Verna from stampinnotes.com. Good morning. It's July 2nd. It's a beautiful morning here on the farm. And I want to introduce myself. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love to share paper crafting and card making. And I have a really cool card for you today. It is a pinwheel card. So this is the card. And you can see from the top that it's a pinwheel. It forms a pinwheel, and it has like 4 different little pages in it. I've used the Party Puffins stamp set to make this card, and what's really cool is it will fit right into one of our medium-sized envelopes. I had done another card, and that is right here, and I had used more die cuts and fussy cut out the little sentiments and the puffins on it. But I wanted to show you today how to do a card with just stamping on the paper. The only thing that I have cut out is the happy birthday on the end. And the paper that I'm using is the Expressions in Ink Specialty DSP. I liked using this because there's a little bit of color to it, but there's still space to stamp a good image. Before I start, I wanted to tell you I have an ordering special right now. If you place an order of $60 or more in my online store and you use this host code here, I will send you the Memories and More card packed. It is beautiful. It's part of the hand-penned Memories and More hand-penned suite. And this is a card pack. It is a $10 value. You get 50 total cards in it, 4 sticker sheets. And if you wanted to, you could order the cards, the base cards, and the envelopes to go with that. But this is a really nice set. And this is through July 5th. And in my online store, and there will be a link below the video with all of that information in it. I want to also tell you that this is what I'm calling my Farm Fresh series, and that is just something that is a new and inspiring card that I want to share with you. So this is Farm Fresh card number 2, and I will tell you what we need to start with. We are going to start with a piece of basic white cardstock, and this is not the thick cardstock. I did not use thick because when you put this in a card, it's going to be pretty bulky the way it is, but you could. I actually did use the thick on this one, so I guess it would be a matter of your preference, which you would like to do. I gotta grab my trimmer. And what we're gonna do, this is a piece of 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. Just wanna make sure I've got this right, yes. And we're gonna score this every 3/4 of an inch. We're gonna start at 3/4. And this trimmer is nice because it has a scoring blade and a cutting blade, and I'm using the scoring blade. 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and 3. And that is on the long side. Okay, and now we're gonna bring in my bone folder, and I'm just gonna burnish those score marks. Just like this. If you like this, if you're watching it on my YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And if you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I upload my next video tutorial. It's at least once a week, and I'm getting so I do it more than that now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our little column, our little pillar. out of this. And this last segment here, I am going to add glue to. Hopefully my glue doesn't give me a problem. It's been getting kind of plugged up. Okay, so we've added the glue to that. I'm going to fold it down to make this column like that. And I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of press on the inside there. All right, so now what we're going to do is to each of these areas of the column, we're going to add a piece of cardstock. And this one is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. We need 3 of these. And I'm going to just put the glue on the column itself. That way, if I tried to do it on the paper, I would maybe not be sure about how far to add it, but if I'm adding it to the column, I know. Okay, that one is on there. We're going to flip it to the next area and add another piece. These are all the same size, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we'll add this one like this. I'm going to turn it. Actually, I'm going to make it flat. Might as well press it and make it flat because that's the way it's going to be. And this is the last section I'm going to add it to, a piece to. Better put a little bit up here. Okay, so we've got, it was 3 pieces we needed. So we've got our pinwheel made like that. All right, and I'm just gonna fold it. On each of the sides like that. I'm gonna let it stand and dry a minute while I do stamping. So on the designer series paper, I have 4 pieces, and these are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And excuse me just a minute, I'm gonna make my screen bigger. And I need to mute the sound a little bit. Okay, so these are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to do my stamping on these before I add it to the card. Now, you can do your stamping on the card, and I actually did on, because it'll lay flat enough, but it's just better and easier to do it before you get your paper on there. I'm bringing in my Stamparatus because those puffins have a lot of black in them, and if I need to restamp, I can. This is a Stampin' Up! Stamparatus, and it's a really cool stamping tool. These magnets hold the paper down. I'm going to bring in my bird. This is the puffin. I'm going to put him where I want him to be on the paper, which would be right there. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to that picks it up, so I know that's where it's gonna stamp when I put it back down. And I'm inking it up. Move this over a little more so you can see it better. I'm gonna put that down on there. And again, I'll have all the supplies and the measurements below the video. And I would like him a little darker, so I'm gonna go again on him, just like this. Okay, so that one's done. We'll set that aside. I'm going to bring in the next piece. And I think I will do my cake on this one and make a wish. So I'm going to put the cake about here. Take that off there. Pick that up. And I'm going to ink it up. And I need to wipe that off. Or I might get it on my paper. I'm just going to come in with that and wipe that. Okay, we'll press that down. We've got our cake, and we want Make a Wish up on at the top there. So I'll bring that in. I'm just wiping these stamps off before so they don't sit with the ink on them too long. Okay, so Make a Wish is going to go, I gotta make sure I've got it the right way. Right here. Okay, and I'm gonna ink this up. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in the cake. Right now, I think I will color it in with, and I'm using Stampin' Blends. I'm going to use hot pink for the cake itself. And the blends are awesome for shading, although I'm not going to do really any shading on this. I'm just getting it on there to get color on it. I'll leave the frosting white. And I'm going to use Bermuda Bay for the plate. Also in the Stampin' Up! World right now, the new mini catalog from August to December is, we as demonstrators have the ability to purchase from that right now. So that's cool. I'm going to be placing an order and start making some samples. And that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. Okay, so we've got that one done. We're going to bring in our next piece. And we've got a piece of green with some green on it here. Actually, I think I'll put this at the bottom and the color at the top. Yeah, these magnets really stick. Sticky, sticky. And we'll do the little, short little puffin. And I want him this way. And I'm going to bring in a little fish. Let's see, we want one fish going this way, and then I'll stamp another one in a minute. So we can stamp both of these at once. This is a cute set to use for kids and grandkids. Okay, so I want him a little darker. And I'm going to put this other fish right there. I need to pick that up. Yeah, I've got a little shadow because I should have washed it off first. I'm gonna go with it, and then when I color it, hopefully we can cover that. Okay, so we've got those done. Whoops. And I'm gonna go ahead and color him while I've got him on there. We'll do the fish bows in hot pink. Or hard, maybe they're I imagine they're like little sardines. Okay, so that's, and then we need our fish to be bluish. And this is Bermuda, light Bermuda Bay. We'll come down here with the sky. Okay. I'm just gonna color in that shadow like that. And let's see, our little puffin, we need some orange feet. My tip is broke on that end. Let's see if this end works right. And this is pumpkin pie. And how about some yellow right here? This is Daffodil Delight. All right, so that page is done. And then we're gonna do the one that's kicking his feet. And this will be for this guy. Actually, I want the color at the top. And he is right here. So if he's gonna be straight, this needs to be at the bottom. If you don't have a Stamparatus, it's a really good investment. It's awesome too when you're doing a whole series of cards and you need them all stamped the same. It's a super, super good tool to have. Oh, I just got ink on my, this is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's nice and dark. I'm going to take this off here and clean it. The Puffin set is on page 67 in the annual catalog. All right, so most of our stamping is done. I'm going to take that off here. I'm going to move this out. I'm going to bring, I hope I don't have too much black on my fingers. I'm going to wipe them off again. Okay, so I brought the pinwheel back in, and I'm going to start adding these sheets. I forgot to color this guy, so I'm actually gonna color him first. And the reason you want to put something under when you're using the blends is because they're alcohol based and they will leak through. You can use Bermuda Bay and yellow here. I think we needed something dark there. So I'm going to use polished pink here. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie on his feet. All right, so he's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and add him to, and I'm gonna go this way with my shorter ones on the right. So I'm just gonna take some glue and liquid glue is what I'm using, especially with this because you can move it a little bit before it sets. It's harder to do that with the seal. So I'm going to slide that right on there. Okay. We'll do all the large panels and then I'll show you how I decorated the smaller panels. We've got him. We're gonna do the guy that's kicking his feet right here. And I've added I cut out a little banner from using the Hey Chick dies. A gold banner, and I'm not seeing, oh here it is. And I'm just gonna add this gold banner going like that. We'll just put a couple dots of glue. I hope you have an awesome 4th of July celebration. It's always fun to see family and kids, and I forgot to color him. All right, so color him quick. Color in his little feet and his beak. He needs a little bit of yellow right here. Whoops. That tip is bad. These are old and I need to order some new ones. Okay. And we'll get this glued on. I'm just going to set this like this and slide that right down there like that. Okay. Now this page will be the short little guy looking at the fish. I'm sure that would be every puffin's dream. I made one of these earlier in the week for my brother and sister-in-law. They had their 50th wedding anniversary. Actually, it's tomorrow, but they loved it. It had like 1971 to 2021. They had quite a story because my brother-in-law was like an hour late getting to the wedding. And of course, this was before cell phones, so, you know, the family really didn't know where he was. And he comes running down the street with his tuxedo. So that's a fun memory. We always remember that. But he had overslept. He worked nights and he had overslept. So that was quite a story. Okay, so we have our big panels on. And now I'm going to put 2 small panels on. And I'm just going to put them, let's see where I have them on this one. Okay, I had one over here on this one. See which way I want it. I think I want it with the color in. And the size of these are 4 1/4 by 2. If you're just tuning in, this is the host code for my ordering special. If If you place a $60 order in my online store, then I will send you the beautiful Hand Pen Memories and More card pack. It's a $10 value, and that is good through July 5th. You need to use that host code. All right, and this little strip is 3/4 by 4 1/4. And this is coordinating, this is part of the Expressions in Ink DSP that I'm using. That's there, and then I think this is for our sentiment, so we're gonna put the other one right here. So this is the piece that's gonna go here. And put it on there right like that. And then we need another skinny 3/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece. This is gorgeous paper. I think it's my favorite DSP in the catalog. So the new mini catalog will be coming out in August. And you should see the beautiful products in that catalog. It's going to be hard to decide what to buy. All right, so now we're going to add Happy Birthday on this. And I left this with no DSP so people can sign it. And I've already, Happy Birthday is one long word, but because this isn't much space, I have already cut these out, stamped it, and then cut it. And I'm gonna use dimensionals. And we're gonna go happy, and then birthday. Like this. And I'm bringing in these gems. I want to say artistry blooms. I'll have it in the description below. I love these. They're nice bright colors. And another kind of small one here. Okay, and then the card can be signed there. And I'll take scissors and just trim that extra DSP off. We'll put a couple gems here. Dress it up a little bit. And we'll put one here. Or a couple. And we still have to add a ribbon. Oh, I forgot a piece there. Well, let's add that. I got a peachy color here. All right, and we are going to add our ribbon now. In this card here, I'm going to do the same thing. I pulled it up, put it through the little square here, and tied it. So I'm going to do the same thing here, and I think I'll use the polished pink also. Now, you could decorate this somehow. Like with another one of these. I think I will do that. I won't cut it right now, but so let's see how much we're gonna need here. We're gonna need that, and then probably this much. So this is about 20 inches of ribbon. I think I'll put it right here. And I'm just going to drop it down through the middle. If you can't reach it, you can take something in there and pull it. Maybe. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So I want my bow to be up towards the top. I want this to be straight. I'm going to pull that pretty tight, hold it with a finger, and make my bow, my loops for the bow. Just like that. And I'm going to bring in a glue dot to anchor that down. Right here. And I'm going to trim off those tails a little bit. The papaya ribbon would be pretty with this too. This is our new in color polished pink. Okay, so our card is done. Let's take a look at it. We've got this guy here, and I might stamp something else there. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to stamp "You're the Best" on that. I'm going to stamp right on this and not use a Stamparatus. Okay, so "You're the Best." And then I can put a little sequin or something there. I think I'll do that actually right now. A couple of them. There's something stuck to that. There. Okay, so it says "You're the Best," and we've got our big puffin here. Make a wish and happy birthday, and this is where you can sign. And there's a little puffin with a fish. And I'm just going to take my long handled scissors and I'm going to trim that. Maybe. There. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and I will post the measurements for them below the video here on Facebook page, and then when it's uploaded to YouTube. Take care and have a great day, and I'll probably see you next week. Bye.